Well, Dave, I'm going to turn it over to you. It's been a heck of a weekend. We got one eyeball on this weekend's racing, another eyeball on next week's, and I'm about ready to jump a plane and head to Oklahoma right now. It's been cool.
Yeah, fun. And
See you in 24 hours?
Yeah, see you in 24 hours, Scott.
It's been a pleasure. This is going to be good, man.
Yes, definitely.
That Can-Am with Weller up front, you're going to have a hell of a time. We'll see everybody next week at Mid-America Outdoors. I'm out of here.
Big thanks again to Scott. They're looking at the point leaders right now. Chad Williams, 178. Connor Berry's 197 in second. And George Lamosis leading the points here for Production 1000 with 211. All right, looks like we got the production turbo points up now. Chase Hill, I just talked about there, and with 155. Oliver Golding with 193, and the triple twos on the points there for Jason Weller. And Weller, of course, winner yesterday, looking to extend that points lead there. But I can tell you, Hill's going to try and say something about it, as well as Oliver Golding. Great overhead shot there as they get it all adjusted here. My screen adjusted after Scott left there. He was reading all the timing. Now I got the both screens here. Getting that all adjusted so I can see it there. Moses, Hoxton, Benitez, and again Jaden St. Binder filling in for Connor Berry. We're getting him some points there for the one weekend fill in there. James Johnson, Chad Williams, Jason Miller, Chase Hill, Oliver Golding, and Nolan Bishop, the young man that runs the Youth 1000. We got him lined up. The Toyota's ducked off the track from Toyota of Redlands. Weller leads them, and here we go. About a quarter of the way down into that start zone. He gives it gas. Chasing. Gives it a good run there. Chase Hill in the 1C. Then you got Oliver Golding there in the turbos. You get a good overhead shot there. We'll try and keep an eye out as we see Jason Weller start to walk away. Chase Hill. And then here comes Cody Hoxton, looking the inside of Hill. Hill gives it a good look there, a little door banging going on there. Chase gives it some gas, pulls away the turbo power on that. You can see the difference there for forced injection versus naturally aspirated. Turbo versus non-turbo car. Weller through the options there. Sticking to that outside line. Early on the laps, lap one out and put in the books. Jason Weller, Cody Hoxton. 911, Dominic Benitez. We got Chad Williams. But it's still Jason Weller out front. Chase Hill and Oliver Golding. They all put one lap in the books for themselves. Great shot. You see how close we are to the neighborhoods there. And it looks like we've got a battle starting to develop here. George Lamosis. And it looks like Chad Williams battling it out there. These are our production turbos. Amazing thing is Cody Hoxton, though, he's still running up there. He's second overall in mixed with the turbos. Very impressive. Weller goes by the stripe. Hoxton goes by the stripe. There's Dominic Benitez and George Lamosis. Chad Williams and Connor Berry Carter by James St. Binder. Michael Bernstein. Then we saw Oliver Golding who's running second, then Chase Hill. I wonder if Chase having some problems there, slowing down. He was running up the front. He's definitely slid back quite a bit. look at that drone following the action. There's Cody Hodgson. That Yamaha YXC. You can see Dr. Benitez in second. And George Moses in third. Drone shot dropping in behind Mimosas. The 88 car. George always running that American flag on there. That's very cool. Good overhead shot there. Good shot of how they're all laid out on the course right now. And Mimosas and Benitez still going at it. Battle for second in the production 1000 class. And the Yamaha, the 926 there, Chad Williams. 902, that is the Connor Berry entry. And Jaden Zane Bender driving. And then Michael Burns doing. Oh, geez, we call him Oliver Golding. Oliver responds for a lot of the drivers. Here helps out. Like all these facts about all these young drivers he's kept on up over the years, which is very cool. Looks like Chase Hill's now moved up positions. Our Pro Turbo car goes by, production turbo. And production 1000. Mimosas makes that move into second there with Benitez going back to third production 1000. Williams going to run fourth. Williams and that Bergson's heating, AC, electrical, solar, and plumbing. See Oliver Golding. So the running order, production turbo right now, Jason Weller, Chase Hill, Oliver Golding, 1, 2, 3. Cody Hodgson, Mimosas, and Benitez in production 1000. And of course, Nolan Bishop out there on youth driving. Cop caution. Time to re-rack and restack. There is the final spot here. Going in the second half of the race. It's giving a big run up there, but it's going to be Mimosas at the stripe. He'll be able to hold on to that second slot there. Second place in the turbo, Chase Hill. And Oliver Golding. There's Nolan. Bishop comes across. We'll get Cole Gamma back out racing with him in the Youth 1000 at the next race. Coming up next, Pro Buggy. 2 more races after this. See that beautiful Toyota Tacoma. Again, thanks to the folks over at Toyota Redlands for hooking us up. Remember, Toyota, let's go places. And Scott Hardy, his truck driving down the road there. Mentioned that red eye going back to Visions there. And you'll be able to watch a lot of it, of course, on speedsport.tv, AOE.tv. Joining the rest of my Speed Sport crew. And we got Ken Stout back there, Pam Hall, and Matt, and got Matt be calling some of the action. And Joey and Matt doing the Barbie Jeep races and the Pit Bike Challenge. And then, of course, we're going to be seeing on next Saturday the Nitro Cross, Travis Pastrana. And then we're going to have the Nitro Circus going on for the second freestyle, all kinds of crazy stuff. And a good friend of mine, Mark Gomez, on his freestyle jet ski doing backflips in the pond. They've been watching social media. They've been chucking them out there out in the water. We're back underway. We're green, according to old Optima Batteries. Jason Weller, man out front of that Can-Am. Leading in the turbos. Hodgson in the production 1000. Lamossa's trying to get up into it. Chase Hill got a great start out there, running second overall. Oh no! Contact in the air. Hoxton. He just unfortunately just clipped the car there. Hodgson. So, man, that's going to bring out a caution as we get our safety crew over there right away to attend to Cody Hoxton. That was no fault of anybody, just a racing incident, unfortunate. As we saw, Chase was up front, Cody gave it a little bit of a zip off there. We'll go ahead and bring out the first caution. Out of the car. Definitely some broken front end parts as he up and over, does it cartwheels. So we're going to step back just for a moment or two until we find out everything on that situation, get that driver attended to and the vehicle removed from the race course. Trying to get a word now to hear on the, see how he is. Definitely got tumbled there hard. See Cody get in there. So we're going to take a look and see how that was. And I saw that contact there, unfortunately, with Chase Hill as they coming up over that jump. A little bit of a pulse on it. Just a little contact there, caused the nose just to duck down. And a big tumble up and over, cartwheel. A couple of rolls and flips on spring actually fly out of the car and an axle. And that shows all the safety factors that are involved with these vehicles. So it looks like we're going to go back to racing. Jason Weller, Mimosas, Chase Hill, Benitez. Jason Weller with a good stretch out of the lead right now. You can see Hill trying to catch back up to him in his Polaris. Then he got Lamosas in his Polaris. Then you got, of course, Dominic Benitez behind him, Chad Williams. That's 1, 2, 3 there for production 1000 turbo. Still running out there, Jason Weller, Chase Hill, and Oliver Golding. This, a little battle going on with Williams and Benitez. JT Mender in there in the fight there in the Connor Berry driver entry. Cody Hoxton in unfortunately having that big tumble. Even though he's okay. Oh no, another up and over there. And trying to get a see, is that George Lamosis, it looks like. We only had 2 laps to go at this point. White flag was going to come out. Attend to that driver to see if they can get it re-righted, make sure that he is okay. And I do think I saw Oliver Golding pull off, and I'm not seeing him back out there. There's Benitez, there's Chad Williams, James Inman, Michael Bergson. There's Nolan Bishop. Saw the back there entering onto the track, Oliver Golding. He had pulled into the hot pits. They're checking on, they got that injury of George Lamosis back on the Riverside down. Pro Buggy coming up next. And followed by production, our Pro Buggy, we're going to have the Pro 2s and the Pro Lights coming out. We just took another look here at that replay of what happened with George Lamosis. And it looked like it was all by himself there. Unfortunately, it looks like kind of high-sided there. And up and over, just got on the bike and went up and over. Not that violent of a roll. You got to wonder if there's some front-end damage there or not. These cars are pretty tough, but sometimes they hit them at the right angle and bend some of the front components. And it looks like we're going to have to send the wrecker out there to go ahead and get that cleared off. And what I imagined, there was some front-end damage to that vehicle. Looked like one of the tires was, fortunately, turned at a certain angle that the other tire wasn't. And they're supposed to be connected. So I believe that's going to be, is that green-white checker we're looking at here? So we start with 1 lap, a shootout all the way to the checkered flag is what it's looking like to me. As we get a drone shot there, they get that on the hook and get it towed off there. You can see suspension broken in the front. Those cars don't sit that low. Those suspension damage is incurred. But you can see all the thunderheads up in the distance we just saw there. It's kind of surrounding us here in Southern California. I know out towards Johnson Valley and 29 Palms, they got a lot of rain out in that direction. Big Bear, which is not just on the other side of the highway from that. And then down in the Orange County part of Southern California, a little rain. But up here at Victorville, a beautiful day. A little bit of wind, sun shining. Great American Short Course is racing. Some fun times. So you can see the pace vehicle now slowing down a little bit. That beautiful Toyota Tacoma. Again, Paul Smith, the guys all at Toyota of Redlands, being a great sponsor. And again, I think shout out to Bergson's Heating, AC, electrical, solar, plumbing, and Toyota of Redlands together, giving away a lot of money and stuff to our drivers on the podium and their continued support, as well as their drivers. So we're back under green flag. It's a green-white. Operating Matters green flag is out. 1 lap to go to the checkered flag. Benitez now out front. Chad Williams. Jaden St. Bender in the Connor Berry car, followed by Michael Bernstein, and then James Johnston. And then we're going to look back down at Jason Weller and Oliver Golding. Fortunately, Chase Hill has pulled off the track. Not seeing that out there. Oliver Golding just kind of putting that thing around. Definitely a hurt car there, but Jason Weller gonna hit those rollers, catch the glare there. Hit the sweeper, 2 fingers, and a checkered flag. And there it is. Dominic Benitez gonna win production 1000. Chad Williams in second, and Jaden St. Bender in the Connor Berry entry. Nolan Bishop's gonna take the Youth 1000. So I'm gonna go step back here. We're gonna put a little music on as I make my way down to the podium. So I'm doing a little double duty again. I'll be down with the interviews shortly. All right, let's go ahead and bring up Dominic Benitez, Jed Williams, and Jaden Zane Bender. All right, there we go. I know it's tough being a rock star signing autographs over there. All right. Jaden, man, how was this? Third place in production. You're a fill-in driver, and look, you put it on the box.
Yeah, that was just a crazy race.
Yeah, talk about crazy for sure, and you know that bad get over by Hodgson there. I know, fortunately, helped you get to the podium, but staying out of all that carnage was hard.
Yeah, I was just trying the best to keep out of the carnage because I saw the car roll and just trying to hold my line.
Well, you did a great job, and I know you probably want to thank some people for that.
Yeah, I like to thank KMC Wheels, Mike for spotting for me, my dad for working on the car, Garrett, Northern Chill, VP Racing Fuels, and yeah, everyone else that helps me.
Right on. Jaden Zane Bender doing that fill-in job. Great job. I know Connor's going to be stoked for you. Getting him the points there. Chad Williams, man, there's so much talent in your class there. I mean, you guys are so close in the battles. It's so hard. One little mistake and it changes the whole podium, even though you were here yesterday.
No, for sure. I mean, it's a bummer. You make a little bit of mistake, just that much time. We're all so close in times that you just can't catch up unless you're wooded.
Yeah, I know. You guys got to stay on the gas, too. There's no resting, right?
No, never. Not in this class. Our top 5 up there, we're pretty close. So.
Well, great job. I know you probably want to thank some people.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my mom and dad for making this possible, all my buddies and everybody that come out and help on my car, everyone that comes and watch and supports us, Bergenson's Heating and Air, Toyota, Redland, Scat Track, Bonafide, and my spotter Brian, and everyone that comes out, especially Pac on the pit. I got my boy in the pit for me.
There you are. Chad Williams, a great job there. And Dominic Benitez, man, stoked to see this. You've been running up there. You've been in podium positions, so times. Yesterday wasn't as great. Today, redemption is yours.
Yeah, for sure. Yesterday was a great battle. I was kind of hoping for today to be great and me come up top, still on top. Yeah, that was crazy. Just wasn't expecting any of that to go down, but it was kind of cool to watch.
Kind of watch it. It's like you're watching a movie in front of you unfold. It's like, did I really just witness that?
Oh, yeah, it was weird. I watched Cody do his cartwheels, and then a lap later, Lamoses did it, and yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah, George did it all by himself on that one, and that's something we don't normally see. You guys are so on point.
Yeah, it was a pretty dry track. We were all sliding out, so I think that's what caused it.
Yeah, the wind's not helping, but I know you got some people to thank.
Yeah, I want to thank my mom, my dad, my grandparents, my sister, all my cousins that came out. Davis Motorsports, E Street, the Myers Brothers, Pandemic Performance, Snap-on, MCR, CBR, CSD. Damn, I can't think of any. I think that's it. And Deo.
There you go. Give it up for Dominic Benitez, everybody. Great job again to Jaden Zane Minder, Chad Williams, and standing tall, Dominic Benitez. All right, let's go ahead and we'll get the production turbo. All right, there we go. There's one. All right, let's go ahead and talk to Oliver. I know Chase Hill going to get that third position there, but Oliver, you're running good there. We saw you running. All of a sudden, you disappear off the track, and I see after the comp caution, you come back on. What happened?
So on the restart, there goes that traffic. I came off the restart and on these humps, I just made a rookie mistake. I kept in the throttle. When I landed, I heard something break. Could have sworn it was an axle, and then my team thought it was a control arm, so they're yelling at me over the radio, pull off, pull off, pull off. And I'm like, I can still steer this thing. So I pull off, I'm like, okay, my race is done. And then I saw Hill stopped, and I'm like, oh, if I come back on track, I'll be less laps down on him, and I'll get second. So I just kind of limped it around. I could have raced on it, but good enough to destroy a differential. But hey, I'll take second and second. I'm not complaining.
Well, you got some people to thank?
My mom, my dad, God, my crew chiefs, Danny and Austin helping me out all weekend, Richard's group, the Bishops for lending me parts and allowing me to coach them and help them out, and then Borla Exhaust, S3 Power Sports, Assault Industries, Cognito Motorsports. I forgot to thank him yesterday. I'm going to thank him today. Thanks to Paul O'Brien for giving me a rear axle. Now I got a front one that I might need to get from him. So, and then anybody else I'm forgetting, thank you. And thanks to everybody for coming out, and we'll see you all in October.
Oliver Golding, everybody's second place here, and I'm going to move it on over to Jason. I'll make this a little easy on my arms. Jason, out front, wire to wire once again, and it's kind of watching. Boy, I was watching Corey spotting for you, and then that restart. It's like you kind of held him, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And all of a sudden, you just shot out.
It's funny because Chase came up to me like before the race and he was talking about the start. And I'm like, well, it's like my goal to trick you on that start, right? So he was trying to figure it out. I enjoy that. Sometimes you have an opportunity to go right away, or sometimes you can wait, and it's fun to kind of see the other guy jump, and then he oh man, I got the brakes, and then you take off. So it's fun to trick him. But yeah, it was a huge testament to Can-Am and the X3 platform. That car has been running for a few years now, and it's fast and it's solid. And this track was rough and it was slick, and it's just cool to go out there and be able to beat on it. That thing's awesome. So huge thanks to Corey, my wife, for spotting for me, and our crew for always working on the car, and Demon Axles, Sparko, and all our fans, and Great American Short Course. Thanks.
Give it up for Jason Well, everybody. Great job there again. But of course, Chase Hill didn't make it over here, but Oliver Golding and Jason Weller standing tall on top of the box. And we're going to bring up Nolan Bishop here. Well, these things, I don't know, they're aerodynamics. They just want to fly all over the place. Hey, you better watch out. You might take off, Nolan. So we're going to up here. Nolan, another fun time out there. What do you think of all that craziness?
I think it was pretty insane, but lots of people wrecked and I didn't, so that's a good thing.
That is a good thing. It's like it's just avoiding the problems, right?
Yeah, I was far enough behind that I didn't hit anyone or anything, and I finished 4th overall over the day, so that's good.
Well, definitely. Did you have fun, though?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
What was your favorite part of the track out there?
Probably the jumps, but they're a little rough, but I like them.
Like catching some air?
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. It's fun to fly.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Well, buddy, who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, Victor Heating, Air and Solar, Rancho Engine Machine, OG Racing, and KW Automotive.
Give it up for this young man, Nolan Bishop, everybody. The great performance here, Youth 1000 taking the win. And we don't want to forget the most important part, the young chocolate milk. That's the best part, right, Nolan?
Yep.
You get to earn that chocolate milk. All right, I'm going to throw it to myself up in the box when I get up there.